So this one, I don't necessarily feel like I'm sharing something that's all brand new for people, but in the summer it's sort of like we get that break, right? So like I might do my regular meditation and yoga or all those things, but it's summer and those things get derailed. So like trying not to let them get too derailed, or trying to stick with as much as you can. So again, we were talking about like you have this longer day, so you want to get out, or this is I got to cut my grass and things like that. So try not to put too many to-dos that you feel, or you place the have to get done on that list. And just be grateful for like, okay, I got this done. And do that still check in with yourself. That's important for us to do all the time. Is how do I feel? Where am I? Is this okay? Where does that feeling come from? Journaling, reading a book, you can do that on a covered porch. You can be outside and do that. Excuse me. Allergies I know are out there. So, but yeah, small exposures, you'll be okay, right?
Right.
So, but there is also, I call them like, mini vacations from electronics, which we should do all year round anyway. But, just because, there's all those lists, one is, the light from the electronics, but then there's also just that thing that starts your mind going. That's not going to help you. We need all the help we can get to wind down when the sun is taking longer to give us that cue. So in the winter we get the cue sooner, so maybe we won't be on so much. We can be like, okay, I'm going to get ready for bed. But when the sun's still up, and it feels bright out at 9 o'clock at night, it's like you have to make a conscious effort to say, I'm going to shut the laptop and
this part of my day is done.
Yeah. I'm going to start to wind down so that I can get to rest.
Right. So you mentioned meditate in here. Can you talk a little bit? I think that word sometimes scares people. They feel like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
It's too challenging for me.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I got some good advice that recently that is just even, try to meditate 3 times a week for 15 minutes. And that can just be just stopping and listening to yourself breathe. Just trying to tune out and just be with yourself. And I don't think it has to be super hard. It doesn't have to be a super science. You can build to that. I mean, there are a lot of books, and you can listen to music or frequency or a guided meditation. So you can find even on your phone. There's so many apps.
Yeah.
If you feel you need something else, but it's just really like, much like how you're like, everybody's out of my room. It's just like, everybody's out of my room.
Right. Everybody's out of my head right now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And just try and just declutter your mind and just kind of feel your body, listen to your heartbeat, notice sensations that you weren't aware of because you're too busy in our heads doing our work. I mean, living life. So
you need to do. Yeah. So one thing I like to do is so it makes me feel more comfortable if I call it mindfulness and meditation.
Yes, that is less intimidating.
I was kind of tricking myself, but it feels less intimidating. Yeah, a little bit easier to achieve.
Yeah,
and I think I forgive myself more if I don't get it just right.
Yeah.
So what if I get distracted? Bring myself back on track, or say that was good for today. We'll try again tomorrow.
And if I've even heard where you can do sort of mindless work. Like you can be doing dishes in your sink and be mindful and just kind of get in the flow of it. And you got your dishes done. You know what I mean? So it's sort of
right. Well, and I've heard people say they take a mindful walk.
Yeah.
Which is different than just taking a walk.
Yeah.
So you're really kind of focusing on the sounds you're hearing around you, or the sights that you see more so than if you're just walking your dog and you're paying attention to what the dog's doing or what the neighbors are doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there are a lot of options, but like mindful, that is a great phrase.
Yeah.
That's
like
really,
I said, it works for me.
Yes.
It's one of those things.
Yeah. It's just taking the pause. Yeah. Just a pause for yourself. So I even have a friend she was challenging herself at one point to like her phone would ping every hour and she would just stop and be like, where am I? How am I feeling? You know, that kind of thing. So there's lots.
So just a cue to take that little break.
Yeah. So, and just, just play with it. I mean, it's yours. It's your version of it.
Make it work for you.
You know, what's right is what's right. It feels right.